Hey guys, Mark from Gunpla Network here, and today I'm bringing you a review of a kit that's been sitting in my backlog for 2.5 years now, 3 years. I have a shocking announcement to make. This will be my first ever master grade kit. That's right, I've never built a master grade. For all the reviews and stuff I do, I'm pretty much a 1/144 builder. My whole collection is HGs and RGs. I don't actually ever build master grade kits. Not even that they're too expensive or anything. I'm not scared of them. I've done enough real grades to know how frames and everything work. But I just prefer the scale of the 1/144. They fit nicer in my cabinet. Yeah, just I guess like that sort of thing. I think I was a bit scared at the start and I've just let it go and I never did it. But for the first time ever, I will be doing a master grade kit, and I feel I might be using this for GBWC 2019. I've got an idea. And I've got the guys here saying like, boo, come on, you need to do a master grade. Like, okay, all right, I've got one sitting here. I've had it for a while. Obviously I love Zeta Gundam. The Mark II is one of my favorite designs. Yeah, so next to the GPO1 in terms of Gundams. So I think I'm going to use this kit. So I bought this 2.5 years or so ago, and it was the 2.0. I researched heavily into this and found that the AUG or AUG version came with a few more accessories, but it still had a slight problem, I believe, and I'll clarify this later. It was the hip joints or the arm joints still weren't great, and then they fixed it on the 2.0 of this, but then you didn't get the accessories like the standing base and the maintenance guys to come with it. So I solved that by finding someone who didn't want them and gave them to me, so you'll see them in this box. I'll do them as a separate mention. So, all right, let's take a look around the box. So this is the Master Grade RX-178 Gundam Mark II Titan's prototype mobile suit, the 2.0 version. There was a original. Let's just bring this down. So more information there, obviously all in Japanese. My box has had a few dings on it. It was just that way when I got it. There we go. So we can see here we've got the front and rear version. Just a great looking suit. I love this. And Scott's actually building a PG version at the moment from Gunpla Network, who does our Gunpla Insider show. Check out his posts on the page. He's posting his inner frame detail work at the moment. So this is the you get the head showing you about the arms, pilot figure to go with this. Looks like just a generic Titans guy. Some good waist movement. They're saying you've got good leg movement. You get 2 beam sabers, a shield, the energy packs for the beam rifle. You get the Vulcan head system and the hyper bazooka and a cartridge. Continue round. It looks more of the same there. And then we come around this. The price was 3,500 yen on release, which could be good. I don't know. It's obviously about twice the price of most HGs these days, which I'm not sure at the year this was made. I don't see it. Hopefully it'll be inside somewhere. It's showing you, you can do some great posing with this. There's a screenshot of it fighting inside green Noah or grips. Some good hand articulation, some shoulder articulation. You can perform the posing like in space. I think that's when he was fighting Jared in the Hyzak when he killed his mother in the capsule. Talking about articulation down here in this shot of the waist joint. Okay, so just first, what I'll mention is that the couple of figurines, which I thought I had more of, but I'm sure I can buy them. The couple of figurines here and the polycaps and this big base set here are actually the this is like the launching standing bay for the AUG Mark 2.0. Now that came with this accessories, not the Titans kit. My Titans kit, I have them because someone kindly gave them to me a couple of years ago when I first bought this and I asked about them online. Someone local to me just said, hey, I've got those parts, and sent them to me. Another reason I love this community, very giving people. So he didn't want them. I got 2, I think it should have been more like 4, but I got 2 of the you know, the maintenance dudes in their space gear. I'm sure I could find those somewhere, 1 to 100 maintenance guys from Bandai, and the polycaps to build this base. So I'm not sure I'll display it like that for GBWC. I might have to do something more custom, but yeah, we'll put those to the side over here. It's also highly possible I've lost them over time. All right, first out of the box, we have our 2.0 build guide. I love the image on the front. I really wish I could actually do this, have two 2.0 Titan suits fighting. That's Camille slamming the other guy, I can't remember his name now, into the building, forcing him out of the suit in Unit 2. This is going to be all Japanese, guys, because it is an older kit. There's no English, though at this point we could still deal with just the pictures. Oh, there is, sorry, some English. It's got like beam rifle, head unit, translated, things like that. Telling you about the build. So we'll quickly just look over this one. Giving you the runner count: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 runners. And it looks like there are some X's on the polycaps on the PC-130 sheet. You get some artwork in here. I'm not used to this. Obviously, this is a lot thicker than most of my guides that I would ever be used to. The HGs are about a third of this, and the RGs are probably half. The cockpit, saying about the panoramic cockpit that was put into this unit on a sliding frame. So it looks like we'll start with the body unit. We'll then move on to the backpack unit, which I like the Mark II's backpack. And the Mark II's backpack ended up going into standard production on another suit, which I'm struggling to remember now. It could be the Jester or the Jagan, I think. Look very similar with a big thruster on it though. The head unit and the Vulcan pod, you get the arm units. We then move on to the shoulder unit, upper body assembly. Okay, well, we've got some color. Okay, so they're talking about obviously 1/100s, the scales that you can buy. You can buy the from 0083 where Bask Om and Hyman Jamatov make their first appearances. You got the GM Custom, which then became the GM Quell. The Quell became the Titan's Mark II 2.0 Gundam. So realistically, this was a upgraded GM. It then goes on to talk about the advance of Zeta suits. You can see you've got the, which we only got a release of very recently compared to when this kit was put out, the 1-to-1 RX-121 Gundam TR1 Hazel. And the TR1 Advanced Hazel. So talking about this, the 2.0, the frame, some images there. Next we move on to the leg units. All looking pretty standard here, just a bit bigger than what I'm used to building. Hey, maybe this will convert me. I'll even make it a bit easier. Don't worry, Harry, I won't go away from 1144. Left leg, we then move on to the waist unit, which looks like it's got a good amount of articulation in it, as they're pointing out. We then move on to the weapons, so you've got a beam rifle, a hyper bazooka, and a shield. The beam sabers are part of the backpack, I assume. And then we're talking about, this looks like a decal sticker guide. I might have to get some water slides for this because I'm pretty sure it came with stickers I saw. And then at the back page, we're talking about, that looks like pre-shading to me, so I'm going to go with, it looks like this has been painted. So they're going to say to you that that's your before and that's your after if you paint. You also get a pilot figure. The one thing, Bandai, this is great. If you could actually make the color guide like this, much bigger, easier to see. I could snap a photo and Google Translate that. That'd be great, because most of the time my pilot painting figure isn't that big. When I look at the guides, I have to zoom in so badly to check this stuff out. So that's really good. All right. Okay, so now we've got a sea of runners focused up ahead of us. Let's take a look at each of them. So, first one, we've got that nice Titans dark blue, and this is the B runner. Sorry guys, these are in no kind of order, and usually they stamp the year on it. So 2005 on this one, so potentially this is a 2.0 kit from 2005, and I have heard very good things about this. And as we know that the Gundam RX-121 Hazel TR1 that we got last year in the Advanced Hazel were both based on using this 2.0 frame. So, and I heard good things. So hopefully that'll mean it's all right. So just this is kind of armor, shield, weapon stuff. The standard looking beam saber effect parts, really long. This is the D runner. Now this has got some pistol grip parts for the weapons, waist, ball joint, leg, grey feet, armor parts by the look of it. And this is also a 2005, so I'm going to assume most of this kit is brand new. Okay, this is all frame, and this looks lovely and detailed. I'm not sure how I'm going to go about detailing this yet, because obviously I'll be painting the whole thing up for GWC entry. If you're into a snapped up kit, I'm sure it would be okay if it's your first year, but probably not in my case, being my third year now. Yeah, looks really good, really detailed. Okay. This is the E runner, which was also 2005. Now this is it's probably kind of hard to tell in the video, but this is not actually a grey. This is like a browny gunmetal metallic, and this is backpack and more frame and weapon parts. We've got the A runner, and it's all Mark 2.0, so it's all 2005. Some more of the shield, the clear pieces, the cockpit, or the cockpit surround for the panoramic cockpit, which is a 360-degree circular cockpit. And you know, during Zeta, I think that was the first time those were used. So, yep, more of the body. More armor, here we go. This is the C runner, and there's no differentiation between C1, C2 sort of thing. So this is just the C runner. It's the Titans blue again, and this is some armor plating covers. This is a length of cord that turned up, and this might be hard to see on camera, but it's actually the hose covering for the backpack and back of the legs, I believe, having built an RG version of that. It's the biggest section of it. This is the K runner, and this is the hands and more of the armor parts. This is the H runner, and this is obviously the V-fin vents for the legs and chest, the collar, neck surround. This is the I runner, and more of that gunmetal off browny grey kind of colour. And this is just some more leg coverings and crotch cover by the look of it. This is the F runner, and this is the more of that's the chest, cockpit entry, back, some piston there at the side, some ankle and armor joints by the look of it. Last two, what do we got here? This is the it says J1, but they're both J1, so once again, no differentiation. This is the feet, top and bottoms by the look of it. And the PC130, so this is just the polycaps in a grey, and there's obviously some of these that won't get used. Okay, what do we got left here? This is the chrome J2, so that's why it's a J1. The J2. Now, this chrome is just pistons, I believe, for the ankles. Yep, 2 per foot, so that's just purely the ankle. I don't know if I'll repaint those, they're already pretty shiny. And this, what's left, is the stickers, which I will open up because they look like dry rubs. What we've got a little sticker sheet for some eyes and cameras and such, which I probably won't use as usual. This is a sticker sheet with some Titans markings on it. Yep. And then this is I believe, I've never seen one in or held it in person, but I believe this is a dry rub sheet. So looks like I'll have to order up some water slides, but I believe 1/100 water slides for this kit won't be too hard to get, as the Mark II is a very popular design. Alright guys, thank you for joining me for this unboxing, and I will be back with a first look and a review very shortly. Alright, thanks guys, bye bye.